This is continuation from the last part I just made from the video that I posted, which talked about the birth of Jesus Christ. The birth of Jesus Christ. And when I was saying that, I got another message. A lot of you have heard about surrogate, huh? Surrogate, where the man goes and donates the sperm, and the sperm is being placed into a woman, and all of those things. I was thinking, the story that we got from Jesus' birth was that an angel of God came to a virgin in a little town, whom this virgin was already married to her husband. And the angel came and said, oh, because this woman was a virgin, she is the one to carry the Messiah. That's the story we're told, huh? Okay. To carry the Messiah. So, the thing that always gets me is the fact that I always say, we were all created in the image of God. We were all created in the image of God. And I know that some people will want to justify the story as though, well, we all have our own life journeys in life. Oh, yeah, we do. Don't get me wrong. We do. Okay. So the first man and woman who were Adam and Eve. And they said they were in the presence of God. The garden. With God in there. So the first man and women, or woman who, as that's what they make it seem, that Adam and Eve were the first people, but actually, the way we're looking at it, they were not. But let's stick with that. Adam and Eve, the first man and woman in the world, were in the presence of God. And they had to go through the natural way of having children. The natural way of having children now. Okay. So they had to go through the natural way of having children. And they had those children. And I also know that some people want to justify this story as though, well, it's because they ate the fruit in the garden. The fruit of knowledge. They ate the fruit of knowledge in the garden, and they had to be thrown out of heaven, or the Garden of Eden, which was in heaven, as they claim. Okay. So they were thrown out and they went and had children the natural way that God intended for everyone to have children. And when it came to Yeshua's turn, angel, where did the angel come from? The angel came from heaven. But I'm also trying to make you all understand that heaven is nowhere, it's within yourself. Hell is nowhere, it's within yourself. So okay, let's go with your story. Angel came from heaven. Okay. And spoke to this Virgin Mary. You will conceive a child who is going to bring liberation into the world. The husband of the woman. So this woman got married as a virgin. Nobody told us how long her and her husband were married. If they have ever did anything. If they have ever did anything, nobody told us. We are believing and going. Okay. They also said that this man, Joseph, had children already. Do we know the mothers of those, or the mother of those children? No, we don't. We don't do. But Joseph had wives. Because the only wife I was told or taught was Mary, the mother of Jesus. But Joseph had children. All right. We don't know the woman Joseph had those children with. But we only know that Mary was Joseph's wife. All right now. So, in this story, Mary, a virgin, Joseph, a carpenter with children. We don't know how long they were married for. Neither do we know if they ever did anything. No, we don't. But angel came from heaven and put the baby into Mary. And say, Mary, you carry the Messiah of the world. And Mary carrying a Messiah, we don't know how long Mary carried the Messiah. Let's consider it 9 months. Because that was what God intended. And gave birth the natural way. The angel didn't come back to carry the Messiah. Just remove the Messiah as the same way they put it. No. She had baby the natural way. One thing you all fail to understand is God's word cannot go back to him void. As you guys will say. His words will not return to him void. There are certain laws in this universe. Certain laws in this universe. One of the laws is, this is my own law I'm actually putting, the law of putting to birth. The natural way of putting to birth and the unnatural way, which is through surrogate. But let's consider in the time of Mary and Joseph, there was no surrogate, So how did Mary give birth? How did Mary get pregnant? Which angel? Did you all see the angel? Were you there when she got pregnant? You were not there. But we all know how a woman naturally gets pregnant, or the other way around. Okay. And they end up having Yeshua. I always say sometimes, Yeshua, wherever he is, when he hears the story, this man he will probably be cracking the hell up. Because the thing is, people are trying so hard to make God a man. God is not a man. He will never be a man. Yeshua was a man in this world, just like you and I, who was worth like you and I. God is not a fucking man. You all should stop trying to make this man as a man. Yeshua is a man, just like you and I. So was Buddha. So was Muhammad. So was many other people that came into the world, went through their own trials and tribulations, gained enlightenment, and started preaching to the lost souls, like I'm doing, like many other people are doing, to awaken the human consciousness. To awaken the human consciousness, because a lot of you are really lost in this world. And when I say lost, simply doesn't mean I'm insulting you. It just simply means that you have forgotten who the hell you are. And because society has bent that you will continue to forget and you will not wake up, my dear, you will continue to live in bondage. It's as simple as that. The birth of Yeshua, my dear, is the same birth that all of us go through every day. But they made it so holy, so righteous, because they didn't wanted you all to. And the funniest part is, guess who they used the story? Guess who they used to act the first Jesus movie in this lifetime? I heard it was the king of where? One European king's son. A man who have killed so many people. It was his son whom they used to act the first Jesus movie. And I will tell you for a fact that there was a reason why they did that. So you will not get to know the truth of what they are hiding from you all. They made it so holy. First of all, to put men in a higher rank of thinking that they were above. But no, my dear, you are still a man in this world. And if you don't realize or understand who the hell you are, you're still a man. Until you actually gain that enlightenment and awaken your higher self to know that you are also spirit, you continue to be a man. Yeshua was a man just like you and I. Buddha, Muhammad, a lot of people who gain their enlightenment. And they are calling us all to seek and gain that enlightenment, yet we don't want to. We keep following nonsense.